God. Time to check on the old YouTube channel. Oh, yeah, I forgot I make videos. I want to talk about one of my favorite video game genres. Horror. Oh my god, I love horror games. I love them. They're the best games ever made. Okay, I'm actually gonna keep it real. I'm not really the biggest fan of horror games. I think the few horror games I've actually enjoyed recently have probably been like Signalis and the Silent Hill 2 remake. Damn. Yeah, that's all I can think of. Literally, I think there were 2 good horror games that came out this year. No, I'm Not a Human and Repo, but I'll be honest, I never actually played Repo, but I heard people liked it. Maybe Secret of the Mimic, I actually kind of like that game anyway. But like seriously, I feel like the genre has been lacking lately. Even franchise AAA games that have come out recently have just been eh. Like look at Silent Hill F. I was really excited to get this game, and then I played it and was quite literally put to sleep.
Dude, I'm literally fighting the Godskin duo right now, bro.
Dude. It took me 12 hours to beat the first playthrough, but I was so uninterested in the story and thought the combat was clunky and the English performance did not impress me, and I just was not impressed.
Sorry.
I feel like when someone says the term horror-game, they start of thinking games like FNAF. Like, Jesus Christ, I don't think you guys understand how popular FNAF is. Like, the estimated revenue the entire franchise has made is over $1 billion. Do you understand how much a billion is? Dave Ramsey isn't even that rich.
I want my money back.
I am leaving.
Keep in mind, this franchise was started by some random dude in Texas who knew how to use Cocaine Fusion. Like, literally. Don't get me wrong. The FNAF franchise, I do think, deserved its profit. All the hard work Scott Cawthon put into the series shows. Until he kind of became a sellout and basically gave the rights to literally everyone, but hey, keep your money up.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
I think a lot of people would consider FNAF to be the horror franchise of all time. And some would consider it to even be the first Mascot horror game, which I believe is incorrect. For the very first Mascot horror game I can remember, we got to go all the way back to like 2012. Slenderman used to be everywhere. Oh my god, dude. Back in the day, this was the horror game of all time. Let's go back and actually replay this piece of history. Powered by Unity. Parsec Productions. Present. Oh my god, dude. How long is this, man? Slender. Epic title screen. Oh. Dang, they really just throw you into it. Dang, the frame rate is trash. Dude, I had to download this game off of Reddit, like a subreddit post. So Loki thought I was about to get a virus. This game is too scary for me. I can't play it. What are these freaking pages at, dude? Spin! Okay, thought he'd be behind me or something. Wow, I'm having a lot of fun. This is some riveting gameplay. I can't even find one freaking page, bro. This is some bullshit, Steven. Dude, can I find one ass page? Like, actually, dude. Oh my god. I haven't even come across the dude yet. Okay, whatever. I'm going in this direction. Oh, okay, there's nothing there. Ooh! Oh, I stand. Oh my god, is that my first page? Oh my god. Always watch your eyes. Okay. It's kind of scary. I don't actually like this. This isn't scary. It's just, dude, where are these pages at, dude? Am I just bad? Am I just ass at navigating things, man? Oh, I don't want to see. Stop looking at you, bro. Freaking pervert spying on me like that. Oh, hey, a tunnel. That looks like progress. What's that?
Don't look where it takes you.
I'm having so much fun right now, literally. I don't think I've had more fun playing a video game in my entire life. Oh, shoot. Progress. Bro, where is he? Kind of mad.
Collect my pages.
Collect all my pages. Oh, dude. Slender, you're edging me. Where's the pages right now? Where are you? I want you, and I need you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. Dude, am I just stupid and walking the adult way? Oh, yay. Bro, my dog, shut up, bro. He's right behind me, isn't he? There'd be nothing there. Seriously? No notes? Oh, he just comes up to you. Alright. That was a good game. Oh, and the game crashed. Okay. You know, that was a good game. I give that a solid 8 out of 10, you know. Yeah. Good game. Okay. I mean, for its time, it was probably scary and fun? Genuinely, I recorded almost 20 minutes of gameplay, and over half of that was just me wandering around in the dark. The funniest part? Slenderman wasn't even what scared me about this game. It was actually the building ambience that plays when you get more pages. When Slender does show up, it's just like... Okay, I'll stop. But the whole point I'm trying to make here is that for the time, this was the shit. Like, the creepypasta took off, and they really tried to make this thing bigger than it could be, in my opinion. I mean, the Slender creepypasta is cool, but trying to make a whole ass franchise out of this thing... Well, it clearly did not pan out. You guys remember they made a whole Slender movie? That movie was garbage, dude. Like, oh my god, I enjoy bad movies, but holy shit, this was horrific. Me just bringing up Slenderman probably triggered some sleeper agent inside some of you. Because I feel like a lot of people forgot about this brother, and how big he used to be. There were videos everywhere, like Slenderman sighting and oh my god, Slenderman is real. And I do know about that freaking stabbing that happened, which was horrific. And yeah, I guess that could probably be the main reason that it kind of died. But like all things, it died. Minor update. Apparently, the lady who did the stabbing or something actually fleed and was caught on body cam. Like, what? I'm just finding out about this as I'm editing. Like, this happened like 3 days ago. Oh my god. I feel like after Slender, there was FNAF. And do I really have to say anything? It was an internet hit. It was quite literally what defined Mascot horror. It revolutionized the entire industry. Like, there's a whole Pokédex of FNAF characters, dude. And honestly, I don't even know how to talk about it now. It's literally everywhere. The amount of merchandise, fan games, movies. We have movies now. And at the time of this video, the second movie hasn't come out yet, but I might give a review on it. I feel like everything that came after Five Nights at Freddy's was literally just an attempt of trying to capitalize off its success. Like Minecraft, honestly. Remember how there used to be like 1 billion Minecraft clones? Honestly, the only one that really survived was Terraria, but no, seriously. Name me one Minecraft clone that actually survived that wasn't just Terraria. And Fortnite does not count. Anyway, in the coming years of FNAF's release, there were a lot more Mascot horror games. I want to talk about some of the good ones, some of the failed ones, and the ones, you know, I think are alright. Hello neighbor. I really don't care if you don't consider this Mascot horror actually end your life. Tiny Build and Dynamic Pixels came out with this game back in December of 2017, and for some reason it blew the f up. It was all over YouTube, and I'm gonna be honest, at first I even thought the game was cool. One of the most interesting aspects of the game was the neighbor's AI. At the time, interesting AI in a video game was actually pretty new, and not really something a ton of developers explored. I mean, now it's kind of everywhere, and now it's terrifying, but back then it was actually cool. You know, how like the neighbor would react to you and learn your behavior, how you got into the house, how he would block windows, place traps, add cameras. It was pretty cool. And I know that the original build of the game got a lot of positive feedback. Then, in what I'm guessing was some desperate attempt to stay relevant, they made 3 other alpha versions of the game, which basically were all completely and drastically different from the previous. They completely changed the game way too much, and when they finally did release the full game, in my opinion, it was utter slop. The story made no sense and was constantly changing, making it overly convoluted and completely inconsistent. Now, it is possible to make a good story that is complicated and confusing without spelling it out right. However, Hello Neighbor did not execute this well at all. The execution was terrible and was just boring, really. And that's just the story. The actual game makes no sense whatsoever. Seriously, the puzzles are so cryptic and utterly nonsensical. It's like 100 different developers were asked to make a puzzle for this game without communicating, and then the game was published without any playtesters. You know, I feel like that's actually what happened. But for some reason, this game is still relevant. There are 7 games in total, and the series has grossed around $10 million. Jesus Christ. So how? Even though with all its flaws and inconsistencies, it's still popular today. Hell, I still see people modding the game today. So overall, the series is just not good. It had potential, but at this point, the devs are just kind of milking it. That's something a lot of these horror games do. Just milk the cow, straight, and they'll continue to do it because money. Now, a slightly similar game that suffered what Hello Neighbor faced, in my opinion, I would say is Bendy and the Ink Machine. Now, I haven't really played this one much, so I'm going to keep it pretty brief. From what I've heard about the gameplay, it's pretty mediocre, from what I've heard at least. Usually when people talk about Bendy and the Ink Machine's controversies, it's talking about the behind-the-scenes drama. Yeah, the devs were kinda in the trenches. Layoffs, accusations, the story getting made up as they went along, which is not how you write a story. You know, if your fanbase is literally writing the lore for you, you messed up. They wanted a franchise, they just didn't put in the effort. I feel like when Dark Revival came out, it was supposed to be some sort of literal revival for the series, but I feel as though many people were very disappointed when this game came out. Many people saying it was slow, repetitive, and the overall gameplay loop was just poorly executed. Many others criticized that it was just a mess of incomplete ideas. And let's not even get into the technical issues the game had, like its poor performance. And of course, most people are very disappointed by the ending of this game, which, I'll be honest, I never watched because I got really bored of this game. I remember watching someone play this game and I was bored out of my mind. Now, I know I was talking a bit negatively about Hello Neighbor's story, but at least the story was kind of ambiguous, while Bendy's story is literally one of the main aspects of the game. From what I've read online, the developers really only wrote the start of the game and the end of the game. Everything in between was kind of written as they went along. I've also heard, and mind you, this is all alleged, that they relied heavily on fan theories to kind of structure the middle half of the entire game. Now again, this is all alleged, I'm not confirming or denying anything. Well, at the end of the day, I think these games visually look pretty cool. Gameplay-wise, I don't think they're that great. If you're gonna make a heavily story-based game, then you need to actually plan it out. Alright, I know I've been a bit overly negative in this video, so let's actually go back and look at another Mascot horror game that I actually kind of like.
Welcome to Balli's Basics in Education and Learning. That's me.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I love this game. And the only reason I like this game is because it's funny. That's it. Dude, am I that bad? Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, well, yeah, I like it because it's silly and it makes me chuckle, but the game doesn't really take itself too seriously. and isn't trying to be more than what it is. Yeah, you can say the gameplay is repetitive and not well optimized and kind of RNG heavy, yeah. But silly broom guy go,
Looks like it's sweeping time.
He's so silly. He's so funny and silly.
I don't even know if you can really classify this as Mascot horror or even just horror in general. The game really isn't scary. It's silly with a little bit of... I mean, it says it's a horror game. I don't think there's much else I can say about it, really. It's hard to hate on a game that doesn't take itself seriously. I just find it hilarious. But a game that does take itself serious is... Now, as I'm writing the script for this video, the final chapter isn't out yet, but holy crap. Now, I won't lie before I say anything, I'm not the biggest fan of this game's popularity. I don't really know any other way of putting it. I think the games are actually pretty decent, but the overwhelming success it received is insane. Now, I'm not hating it for being successful, as I have been genuinely impressed by these games, as I'll get into shortly. It's more the fact that the series blew up in like a week. It's crazy, it feels like an industry plant. The franchise just on Steam has made over $7 million in profit, which is crazy. Now let me say, I actually kind of like these games. I will say that Poppies is the first indie Mascot horror game that actually feels like a f***ing video game. Most indie horror nowadays, hell, even modern horror, has turned into a walking simulator. Just look at the Slender gameplay. That kind of gameplay still exists today. Just like there's slap a fetch quest or walking 1,000 miles while having a monster chase you and boom, you made a Mascot horror. But Poppy's playtime is slightly different. It has an actual story that, so far I stress, actually seems to be cohesive and understandable. While I'm not saying it's perfect, at least the game itself does try and tell you a story, even if it's a little eh. But overall, from what I've played myself, I think the story that is developing has potential, and I hope the ending we get is at least satisfying. But stewing away from the story, how's the actual game? I actually think it's pretty alright. The grab pack, in my opinion, is an interesting gameplay mechanic, and I think it's cool how it keeps evolving throughout the chapters, which offers a new experience every chapter. The puzzles actually feel like a video game puzzle. They aren't overly cryptic and only take like maybe a 5th grade level brain to solve. Overall, the actual game is okay. I'm not saying it's amazing because there is some sequences I think were executed poorly or just not good. It's not perfect, but you can tell the developers care about what they're making, I hope. At the end of the day, I don't think Mascot horror is inherently bad. I just think the concept right now is really oversaturated. There's so many other Mascot horror games I could talk about, like Amanda the Adventurer, or Tattletale, or Indigo Park, or Finding Frankie. All I'm saying is, I think it's extremely oversaturated, to the point where it's just getting kind of boring now. Feels like nowadays, more developers are trying to make the next new FNAF money printing machine. Like, where's the love, man? But above all of this, we have what I would say the best Mascot horror game of all time. Garten Banban, 10 out of 10, literally perfect game, no competition easily.